not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla. Oh, it's your boy Big Vern. Y'all know what we do in the morning, just cooking it up on a frozen Wednesday here in the Midwest. Yikes. It wouldn't be so bad. I mean, the snow is one thing, but then there's a layer of ice under the snow. I've seen so many cars try to come through my subdivision and I'm almost talking fishtail, get cleared off the road. Crazy. Be safe. Be safe. So in our last segment, we were talking about Mr. Grubb out in Seattle. And he got fired and he lost his job as an offensive coordinator after Seattle won 10 games. Wow. Then we talked to Antonio Pierce, how the Raiders pretty much didn't have anything to offer him, and he did the best coaching with what he had out there on the field, and the Raiders let him go. All of this after 1 year. That's the commonality with these guys. They got let go in a year. You have to give things time to actually grow and mature into something that someone wants to watch. You know, get a feel, get a system, get an identity, both sides of the ball. I'm with that. But just like that, from the NFC West to the AFC South, the Jaguars, they make a firing themselves. They fire Mr. Penderson. I don't know. Again, this dude won a Super Bowl. And did he get a raw deal? I just don't know. We'll go over that after we get back from a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Dun, 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 dun. It's your boy Big Vern pushing another rap album this month. Killer Mike. Songs for Sinners and Saints. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the album, Nobody Knows, with Anthony Hamilton, is a really good song. Humble Me, very deep, very good song. Higher Level, Lord Prepare Me, Had to Go Get It, and Still Talking That Shit. Killer Mike, Songs for Saints and Sinners, in stores now. Shout out to Killer Mike. Shout out to everybody in Atlanta, Georgia, A-Town. Everybody in the SWAT, Southwest Atlanta. Everybody in the National, Northwest Atlanta, Jimmy Carter Boulevard, Norcross. Hey, I can talk that. I live that. I think what's crazy, I still know my way around Atlanta. That's the craziest thing. I can go to Atlanta and still get to East Point. I can still ride around, get to College Park, no problems. I can hit the MARTA, get anywhere I want if I got to go to 5 Points in the city. This is stuff people from Atlanta know, like former residents. So, yeah. But you put me somewhere like Louisville, Kentucky on the Gene Snyder Freeway, I'm like, what? All right, we'll talk about my travels some other time. But back to the Jaguars. Now, they made the decision to move on from Doug Penderson after 3 seasons and a 4-13 finish. The owner, Mr. Khan, he shared the following statements, and I quote, "I had the difficult task this morning of informing Doug Penderson of my intention to hire a new head coach to lead the Jacksonville Jaguars." What? If you're gonna fire somebody, just come out and fire them. Don't try and say, I had made the decision, a difficult decision to part ways. I didn't want to call you. I'm rich beyond belief. Why would I want to call me? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Doug is an accomplished football man who will be undoubtedly enjoyed by another chapter in his impressive NFL career. And I will be rooting for Doug and his wife, Jenny. I hate that shit. I hate that with a passion. Number one, you probably met this dude's spouse one time. You probably met Miss Jeannie one time. And that was probably when that guy took the job. She pretty much doesn't come to games because guys, we get with women who don't give a shit about sports. It's a way for you to hold on to you. Now, you may have a woman who is inquisitive about, oh, how does this work? Oh, yeah, what's that about? That's the extent of it. You won't marry a woman who can sit down and break down 4 quarters of football and the strategy. And no, that's not a happy marriage. That is bullshit. But this dude acting like he's rooting for a guy he just fired is beyond weird and tacky. Don't bring my spouse into this. Just say, hey, look, it's not working out. We're going to go in a different direction. Thank you for your service. Boom. How hard is that? This guy, he's acting like he's writing some sort of presidential speech because he wasn't done. Just what else did he talk about? We'll get into that when we come back from a quick rap album we're promoting. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do. 2025. New album out on the streets. Bodie James and Who the Hell is Carlo? Hidden in plain sight. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it's Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites are Hidden in Plain Sight, the feature track with Conway the Machine and Styles P, Big Wings, and Brick James. Bodie James and Who the Hell is Carlo? Hidden in Plain Sight, in stores. Hey, that Big Wings, that beat is hot too. You know what? I'm not gonna hold you. I really like that whole West Side Gun, Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher. Yeah, I'm off that. I like them dudes. Yeah, I rock with that. Make sure you go get the album. It's a good album. Bodie James and Who the Hell is Carlo? So, getting back to the weirdness of Mr. Khan, the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, he wasn't done talking. He said, as much as Doug and I wish his experience here in Jacksonville would have ended better, I have an obligation to the fans and foremost to serve the best interest of our team and especially our fans. Why did you invoke the fans twice? And what is this you and him wish? Again, look, it's your money. You can fire who you want. This guy had 3 years. Jacksonville, 1 year they went to the playoffs in a wild card situation. You have to give things time. Other than that, I mean, they didn't have an identity. They still don't have an identity. And I understand no one likes a losing season, but if your boss is coming to you and he's asking for updates and you can show him updates where the improvement is, you're not going to ask for that to be turned around right away. If I have any entrepreneurs who listen to this right now, they will know starting a business is hard. If you make it to 5 years on said business, then pretty much you've solidified yourself, depending on what field, because you've built something. And at the 5-year mark, you know, hey, look, it's either going to be make or break. But in this case, you have guys talking about dude spouses, and you have, hey, look, we wish everything would have ended better, but you only gave him 3 years. You gave him 3 years. You didn't give him time to go ahead and put his stamp on a franchise. I just don't know the unreal expectations these days, and I guess that's me. Anyway, Khan wasn't done. He said about invoking the fans twice and how he had an obligation to them and to faithfully support the team. And it was overdue for the Jacksonville Jaguars to have a championship or a reason to come down to the stadium. I think that's a comment for shareholders. But he wasn't done. Again, this was so weird. You just fired this guy. Why not just give him, hey, look, thank you for your service. We're done. We wish the best for you. Bye-bye now. That's it. That's it. You don't have to talk about this guy's spouse. You don't have to sit up here and try and blame it on the fans. But Khan, he wasn't done talking. He said, I strongly believe that it is possible next season to restore the winning environment we had here not long ago. What winning environment? I'm sorry, I must have missed something. Jacksonville, back when Del Rio may have been there and Jacksonville was doing some shit, but what? Dude, you're delusional. What is he talking about? What winning environment? Long ago? What are we talking about, 20 years? Anyway, I will collaborate with General Manager Trent Ballick and others within the close of our organization to hire a leader who shares my ambition and is ready to realize the extraordinary opportunities we will offer in Jacksonville. Oh, God. Now, Penderson went 22-29 overall and lost 23. Out of 23 games, he lost 18 of the last ones. That's bad. Why not lead with that? Why not lead with that? That dude in Jacksonville is a weirdo. He led the franchise to the playoffs with a 9-8 record in his first season. That's what I was saying. They went to the playoffs in one of his 3 years. They drafted poorly. They didn't get him any help on the offensive and defensive line. He's playing in the AFC South, He's playing in the AFC South, one of the worst divisions in the NFL. And if you got him just a little bit of help, y'all could have competed with the Texans. Tennessee is an abject failure. Indianapolis is a perpetual rebuild. But what else do you expect from an owner who smokes crack? Anyway, I'm not doing this. This was weird. Look, you can fire the guy. Was it justified? You tell me. Get in the comments. If you're a fan of the Jacksonville Jaguars, where do you go with this? This is Big Vern. I'll be back.